been at your service? Our clients have told us their businesses have been booming, and we found out too. What are you doing about your business? Do you want more clients? Do you want more people to know about the services that you do provide? Do you have a luncheon coming? What about your premieres? Call MBC. Advertise your birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, church program, or request our coverage at your function. MBC, at your service 24/7. Call 832-887-6452 or call 281-888-9502. MBC, your favorite station, sharing African views.
A very beautiful morning to you. You're welcome to Dawn on MBC. It's another Saturday, and I'm so delighted to be here, knowing that you're out there waiting to see what we have for you. My name is Jumoke, and I'm being joined this beautiful morning, as usual, not by Professor Patrick Omosage alone, who you're beginning to see a little bit of his side view in my shot, but also I have my wonderful sister here, Shola. What's up? Where have you been?
You don't want to know. You really don't want to know, but I'm here. Hello,
That's
Houston,
good.
good morning.
But you're looking good either way.
Thank you.
Okay, so
You look like a Nubian princess yourself.
oh my gosh, Mart, I feel flattered.
Yeah, you
Anyways, Prof.
Good morning, Houston.
Good morning.
Prof is sandwiched between two ladies.
This is when
He
you are
really doesn't like it, but
when you are outnumbered, you know.
And this could just be, you know, you can relate this to the hashtag I'm on my way to Eritrea. All right, that's one of the trending stories. We just let the cat out of the bag for you this morning. It's one of the stories we'll be talking about, we'll be checking out here on Dawn this beautiful Saturday morning, and so many other ones. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Lots of musical videos, headlines, the African proverb of the day also. We have the package very tight for you. We hope to see you soon. Stay tuned. All right, you're welcome back, and we just told you lots of stories trending. 1 week is a long time. The good, the bad, the ugly, the in-between.
Right, nasty as well. Very nasty.
So lots of stories. So we started off with the hashtag I'm on my way. Are you on your way to Eritrea if you're a man? So Prof, are you on your way?
No.
Why not?
My wife has seized my passport.
So you can't go to Eritrea?
I'm not.
Yeah, that's one of the pictures trending, right? Some Nigerian guys all over, people rushing the bus, all rushing to Eritrea. And that's a copy of the supposed letter from the government of Eritrea that is allowing people to marry. Go ahead, Prof.
You know, the funny thing about this, what would I call it? Is it this lie that was perpetrated and put on the internet. I mean, that's the beauty about the internet. Anything can be put on it. Is that, men in Eritrea now are allowed to marry 3 wives or they go to jail.
Yeah, that's the funny thing.
It was, it was that kind of, this is stupid. There's no way.
Oh, you go to jail.
There's no way.
It was funny. It was very funny
jail
for
a
a
man
bit,
because
though.
he doesn't marry.
It was
3
very
wives,
funny. And then when I found out that it was a lie after, I'm like, okay, now I get it. Who would
And
come up with
what?
that?
I didn't know about it until I started seeing lots of friends, like pictures. So I was like, okay, what's the real
What
thing
is
about this? And then I saw that, people in Eritrea, men, because of the ongoing crises or the fact that they've just come out of crisis, so they have many women.
Who would have come up with that? Actually, that's the question.
Look, there are a bunch of people, like we always say, that in their parents' basement in pajamas.
They just say
and
one day
goofing
and
around online.
and just.
But the truth
and they're
is,
very
this
good
is
at what
not
they
the
do.
first time
putting
that
pictures and putting
is-
stories
yes,
together.
oh yes.
Really?
And this is not the first time that such a story is trending.
Of
The
course.
first time we had something similar was it started off from Iraq. We've had the same thing with Eritrea now. It's been in Saudi Arabia, and they just come up with the stories and they say, "Oh, you're allowed to marry 2 or more wives." Like, are you for real? 1 is enough.
I'm thinking to myself,
Enough
if this-
good news,
if
right? I
this-
don't want to say trouble.
If this happens in Nigeria, if someone comes up with something like this in Nigeria, do you think it will fly? Like, do you think that no, whatever story it is that anybody comes up with, maybe when it regards something.
Look, a lot of stories fly
They're
in
very
Nigeria.
good at moving the stories in Nigeria. Nigerians are very good at helping you circulate and share the story.
I mean, I'll tell you a
And
story.
then we believe
actually,
almost anything.
I was speaking to a friend and I said, "Come on, you're the director of a university's IT system, and you called me up and said, have I heard that one governor
Aren't you supposed to know better?
tried to move 7.5 billion
in cash?
7.5 billion from a Dubai bank." And I said, "You're the director of IT at a university, and you actually believe that he writes a check to transfer 7.5 billion?" I said, "Just think about it." I said, "We're dealing with $2.1 billion in Nigeria, and you can see how 2.1 billion spread out. Now you're talking about 7.5 billion. I mean, and this was supposed to be the former governor of Cross River State. I said, the Cross River State has never, in all its years of existence, have never seen 7.5 billion.
Okay, so
talking about the 2.1 billion, I think it was in the news this morning that Leadership newspaper, they returned about their share of that, the Sikigate money, 9 million naira. They're the second to have done that. The management of the holdings, they returned the 9 million they received from the office of the former National Security Advisor. And they sent a letter, and that is out. They said they just don't want to be a part of that scandal anymore. They want to be out of it.
And I know the people who have not returned the money are the ones who are still in the scandal. For those who have been wise enough to have negotiated and returned part of the loot or part of the money.
Look, I'm going to always go back to what I've been saying from day one.
Which is?
It is very difficult for someone to call me up in Nigeria and say, "Look, we have 100 million for you," and then I start to ask questions.
Where's the money from?
I have a lot of bills. I have cousins. I have.
So the first thing you're going to do is just collect it?
That's what we do. Look, the money. We call it a national cake. It is now because we're asking questions and people. Now I keep saying, you tell me under what crime? Under what law that someone like a Falai is going to be charged for 100 million? You tell me. In America, the only way, and I keep repeating, the only way, even in America, that you're going to get caught or go to jail is because that 100 million is now considered income, and you're supposed to pay taxes on that.
It.
So that would be you did not pay taxes on income. That's the
Well,
only way you go to jail. We don't have that in Nigeria.
If a Falai gets 100 million naira, and you're saying that, for maybe it's just me, if someone asks me to come collect money, and you're gonna ask, what's the money for? Okay, he's a party. He was
He's a party leader.
Yes, he's a party leader, right?
So nobody will
be
able,
But then, come on.
Look,
I think we're on the verge of changing. Those things are about to change.
Yeah, look, and that's really the way we need to go. But I keep saying, in order for us to catch people and put people in jail, this government must come with some new laws. Must think about. Oshibaju is a lawyer.
Yeah.
They should be able to formulate and send it to the National Assembly to be passed. we're not going to jail anybody under the current laws we have. You know, we have 419. What is 419? Is collecting money under false pretenses.
Okay.
That's what 419 really is.
Yes.
That's what most people go to. But that is going to be for Dansuki. It's 419 that will probably catch him.
But for the others who collected the money.
Yeah, he collected the money for arms.
And you used it for something.
But they used it for elections.
Something else.
So he collected money under false pretenses.
Okay.
But for all the others that got money, it was going to be tough.
All right, so Prof, we have so many stories trending right now. Like we said, 1 week is a long time for the good, the bad, the ugly. And another important one I want us to take a look at now is UK, world's worst breastfeeding country. Okay, so UK has been ranked the lowest. 0.5% of women in UK are the ones who breastfeed. And when I popped that question to Prof, I was like, what do you think about that, you know? And he was saying, oh, yeah. And under the list, we have other countries like Germany, we have Greece, who are all on the side of this low countries with breastfeeding rates. And guess who are the top 5 countries? All African countries, right? We have Senegal, you have Malawi.
That is weird.
Oh, top 5 countries, right? And then the good news, okay, for women who are still thinking about if it's good to breastfeed or not, is the fact that breastfeeding is good. It's been proven to be good. It's been researched. The kids are healthy. Even for the mother, we're told it's good. It helps to prevent, it plays a large part in preventing ovarian cancer and breast cancer. You're going to say something.
And of course,
about what?
Depression as
Look,
well.
First of all,
you
you talked about all the European countries. First of all, they don't even have children anymore. They also, all these countries you mentioned also have the lowest birth rate in the world.
Okay.
Greece, Italy, England, and all that.
Yes.
They don't have children anymore. So if you don't have children, there's nobody to breastfeed except your husband, I guess. If that's the case. But hey, you know, there's that correlation. They don't have children anymore. Almost no European country today has the birth rate that can allow them survive. That's why they are all into immigration. So one thing I can tell you, 50, 80 years from now, most of Europe would have lost its culture.
Yeah, and that's also, Canada also falls under that category, so it's quite interesting. So right now, we still have a couple of other stories, but let's take a quick break, and when we come back, in relation with children, what we just mentioned, we'll be talking about a virus that is causing a lot of scare everywhere right now. We'll take this quick break. It's still trending stories here and down on MBC. So you're welcome back, and let's just quickly go through it, ladies. Lady and a gentleman. Okay, the Zika virus, and it's been in most South American countries.
It's been in Brazil.
Yes, since May 2015, when it was first diagnosed in Brazil, and right now it's spreading so fast, and that's a picture, right? That's what. It's been linked. That's what happens to the baby.
Yeah, small head, small brain. It's just so sad. And because this is just a regular mosquito.
What you call it regular? Right?
It's not.
It's supposed to be. I mean, it's just that it has this effect on a pregnant woman.
Yeah.
I mean, if he bites a guy, you know, he's fine. You know.
Now, what if his head shrinks as well?
No, his head is not going to shrink. You know?
You are something else.
I mean, so that's the unfortunate thing. It's if you're pregnant.
If you're not, you're good.
Yeah, it's weird. If you're not, we're not saying you're good, but you know, there will be nothing, you know.
Because part of the symptoms, it says 1 out of 5 people really get sick with it and get down.
Yeah,
so it's just something you can still move around with, right? If you have it in your body,
So it's just that
it's just that a pregnant woman.
And it's not being completely verified now at what stage it's being transmitted from the mother to the child. They don't know if it's in the first trimester or it's in the second or in the third. But it's been transmitted from the mother to the child, and those are some quick facts we got about this.
This is how scary it is. I mean, major airlines in America are actually refunding tickets to people who have booked ahead to go to Brazil or Argentina. You know, that's how, you know, they don't want to be part of this, you know. I mean, look, like I said, the whole thing is just about, pregnancy.
Yeah, but
and a
so
baby.
far the good news here is that they haven't been locally diagnosed cases here,
there's
except for people who are returning travelers.
Yeah.
So they're like returning travelers, people who have come back to the United States have brought it in, but it's not.
Yeah, the two in Houston they're fine.
It can only be transmitted if this mosquito bites the infected person and bites someone else.
But the bigger problem, or what we have to look down to, down the road, is that let's remember, in August, we have the Olympics in Rio. So that is where the hysteria is really going to come. If this persists in the next several months, because now the WHO, the United Nations, they're all looking into this and
right in Brazil.
But if it continues and stays on the news, then Rio is in trouble.
Towards the
Olympics,
big trouble, right?
Trouble as a festival.
And another way that the government has come out to advise people is to say that women shouldn't get pregnant, and independent bodies, like non-governmental organizations, have actually come up to fight that. And I was listening to a debate saying you can't tell people where most people are raped, right? They have lots of rape cases. People get pregnant.
No. Let me just put that under the listing of Isokuso. That is complete, absolute nonsense.
So I listened to this debate during the week with the non-government organization located in Brazil. You can't tell women not to get pregnant. Right, so unfortunately, there's no vaccine. There's no vaccine to treat this at the moment. The only way you can keep yourself safe is, try not to have stagnant water around you.
Well, no, this is the usual. Look, I lived in Winnipeg.
Oh, okay.
Winnipeg is the mosquito capital of the world. Look,
wait, there's a mosquito capital?
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear anything from Prof.
No, anything capital.
Winnipeg is the mosquito capital of the world. Do you know why, really?
Why?
Because there's so much snow in Winnipeg that they can't push the snow to the side of the road.
Right.
So snow is collected in Winnipeg like garbage. So they have a snow dump.
Okay.
Just like a garbage, dump.
They
have a snow dump. So by May, June, when it starts to melt, the whole city,
water.
Yeah, is infested with mosquito and so the whole town. I mean, they go around every night.
But the good news is it's not in Canada, so it's not in Canada.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know how all types of mosquitoes beat me in Canada and all that because look, you don't wear short sleeves in Canada.
That's another way to prevent it. You're told not to put on short sleeves or always put on pants, have your mosquito net on, and try to spray, insecticides.
Yeah, but we have. Every kid's school bag has a bug repellent. You must use mosquito repellent when you live in Winnipeg.
That's
it's
interesting.
Almost like perfume.
So, Sheila, what you have before?
Yeah, I just wanted us to go back to Nigeria. I'm still hung up on that mosquito capital. All right, I wanted us to go back to Nigeria. This caught my eye. It made me laugh. There's this senator back at home, Senator Shehu Sani, who distributed 100,000 transistor radios to members of his constituent. So he says that he's actually representing Kaduna Central, and he says that according to him, these radios will help raise the political consciousness of the people. He says that we come, quote unquote, we come from a part of the country where the major and most important source of information is the radio.
Yep.
He says it's an empowerment, a form of education and enlightenment. I don't know, transistor radios to people.
I don't understand it. But I think he's not. It's about the culture in where he comes from.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
That's the culture, right? Because these are nomadic people. They have the cows and they have the whatever you call it, the sticks, and then you have the radio. Well, that's the reality, right?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. I mean, he's giving his people what they need. Look.
Really.
I mean, when I go to the north, many years ago, I used to really wonder. These people sure listen to
a lot of radio.
And you know what? You know who they listen to? I mean, what channel they listen to? BBC
Hausa.
So they get the real news, not the one that is being colored by NTA or Radio Nigeria. They get BBC Hausa. Produced and directed by.
You're 100% right. Yes.
So,
so what do people in Benin need? What will the senator distribute in Benin? Okay, that's where we'll call it a are the trending stories this morning.
Go
We hope you have enjoyed it, and we'll be right back with you on Done. We'll take a musical break, and we'll be right back with you. Don't go anywhere. This is how we do it every Saturday. We have fun dishing out the stories to you.
I can't believe Prof just got speechless. Oh my goodness.
I don't want my people to recall me.
To recall you.
We'll be right
Thanks
back,
for
guys.
representing. right, you welcome back to Dawn this beautiful Saturday morning. Yes, if you just tuned in, well, you just missed a little bit of the show, but not like the cream on the cake yet, okay? Not the icing on the cake. So we had the trending stories, we had African proverbs, and definitely we'll bring in the headlines review in a couple of minutes. But I'm joined this morning in the studio with one of the most sought after Nollywood USA actor called Pink the Second. Yes, and then I have Proxy Wara. She's an actress. And this morning we're going to be talking about Ndolo. Did I get it right?
Ndolo and the Senator.
Ndolo and the Senator. Well, that's a new movie that's going to be premiered this evening here in Houston.
Yes, indeed.
In the city of Houston. So when I tell you this is a show to get what's happening, where it's happening, and how it's happening, be sure it's right. So you're welcome, guys. Nice to have you. You're looking good as usual.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, since the last time you were on the show, you're looking, keeping it good.
Well, it's nice to have two beautiful ladies that make
now, don't take us to Eritrea. You know, that's a trending thing now, right? But we heard it's full, so don't go that way. So how are you? Nice to have you, Roxy.
Thank you for having me. You're very
welcome.
gracious.
Okay, you're welcome to the show. So let's talk about Ndolo and the Senator, right? Tell me more about the movie.
Go ahead.
The title, I would say the title is self-explanatory, but it's not a dead giveaway because Ndolo is the protagonist, and she's after a cause, and the senator, of course, is her means to the cause. So that just gives a hint of what to look forward to, but not what to expect.
Okay. So tell me, this movie is going to premiere in Houston this evening. Why did you choose Houston?
I want to say charity begins at home, although, of course, it's a Cameroonian movie.
It's a Cameroonian movie, yeah.
It should actually premiere in Cameroon, but that's also in the works.
But this is also home, right? Yes, where you live is home. So
this is home to us, and we have a broad-based community who haven't seen their own representation in the movie industry, and I'm thinking it's going to be, have a feeling of, a homesick feeling. It's going to reflect things of home, and probably those who have never been home would be inspired to want to go back home and make the changes the movie is suggesting we need to make back home.
Okay, so you featured in the movie. You did, Calvin?
Oh, I did. Yes, actually I did.
So tell me about your part in it.
I actually play the lead role's friend, Ndolo.
Okay.
That's her name in the movie, played by Miss Ada. And I always say your name wrong. Don't get on my case. So I was asked to be her friend in the movie, and what I do is I'm playing the American, which I am, you know, and you know we speak direct, straightforward. We don't hold back. When I talk to her that way, I'm about the only person that really gets to her to get her thinking about situations that she gets herself into, and there'd be some pretty deep situations. The movie in itself has a lot of life issues, and it teaches you how to deal
of things, right?
Yes,
layers. Okay, so one thing I always talk about when I see a couple of awards and recognitions for actors and actresses, I do realize that they bring a lot of people from Africa, whereas there are lots of actors and actresses who are really based here in the United States, right? Who need to also be celebrated. So that takes us to the cast and the crew of this movie. Do you have how many percentage of the people, cast and crew, are based here? And I want to use home for Houston or the United States, and then how many come from back home?
I would say 99% were home based here.
Good.
And my statistics isn't proper, okay? My percentile may not be right, but there was an import from back home.
Okay.
And sometimes it helps with name recognition because people are people, and people would like to identify with someone they know. For example, Adambi's been doing movies and other productions. Adambi Mbango, that's her name. And I got the name.
Back in Cameroon.
And actually, here. But for some reason, it would appear sometimes you could do so much, but it requires the reflection of somebody else to put you in the spotlight. So this 1% I'm talking about is Frank Artus. I understand he's Liberian, but he's a Nollywood actor, and he's known, and he actually, if we have a copy, it would show you a picture of him on it. So it's
I'll call it more of a collaboration, probably to blend in and slowly filter them out as we get better known and more accepted by our
We'll take a quick break right now, and when we come back, we'll be talking about the premiere this evening. What should people look forward to? What should they expect? And what will they be taking away from it? All right. It's done on MBC. Don't go anywhere. Okay, you caught us talking there. So I still have with me Cole Payne too. For people who are based here in Houston in the United States, you know him as a known Nollywood actor in the United States. And then I have Craig Siwa, and we're talking about Ndolo and the Senator, which is a movie premiering this evening here in the city of Houston. So let's talk about the premiere right now. That's what I prompted, right?
Yes, indeed.
So tell me more about the premiere. What should people look forward to? Why should I want to be at the premiere?
First of all, we will not skip African time. That's if for no other reason.
Yay!
That should be a reason to want to be there.
Okay.
So you won't hang around and wait. And we promise a red carpet event unlike any other. I think people are used to a certain pace of events and a certain pattern, and we dare to go above the fray will be different. So if for nothing else, the red carpet should get you to want to go there. And of course, the movie itself, it promises the unexpected, I would say. So it's something to look forward to. I think Houston is full of Ndolo heat right now, with throbbing with anxiety and anticipation.
Okay.
And it's the first of its kind.
We have people who have flown in as far as Washington, Maryland, Atlanta to come and see this movie. Los Angeles even, yes indeed. And you'll be surprised at who's going to be there. Some great stars. I'm not going to tell you the names. You have to come and see.
See them yourself? Yeah, seeing is believing.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so for someone who comes to the movie, what are the things that we're expecting to take away? You just give me a little bit, you give me an insight into what the movie is about, the protagonist and the senator, and we're trying to see, what would I be taking away? What are the lessons in it for us?
It would shed a light on the Cameroonian culture. It would throw off some stereotypes, but of course it's gonna enhance some other stereotypes. And it would also show possibilities, and I'm thinking it's a mind-opening. It's more of an education and entertainment event where you would learn.
It's going to educate, entertain, engage us.
Exactly. You'll be caught in the moment. And actually some parts were shot in Cameroon, so you will actually get to, I almost want to say touch and feel, but almost touch and feel Cameroon as it is.
Okay. All right, so this is happening this evening. What time? Where?
Well, the red carpet starts at 5 o'clock. The movie will be starting at 6, so be there prompt and on time. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you there as well.
That's not putting me on the spotties.
She's such a busy woman. She is great.
Okay, so where's the venue? See, you haven't even told me where the venue is. The venue.
AMC 30 Studios on Westheimer and Dunville.
Okay.
And so I assume that's where everybody goes for their movie, well, for movies, but that's where we'll be premiering. And so it's a central spot where it'll be accessible to most of Houston, I presume. And it starts, like you said, at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, okay.
And we'll do the red carpet and all that, and then we'll start screening. Oh, we do have an after party, but we won't disclose that information yet until you make it.
If you come around, then you get to know about the after party. Where's the after party at? You'll get to know where you come to the venue,
yeah,
right?
when you come to the venue, you'll know that.
But there is one crucial thing I just want us to address before I let you chip in one final thing to the people, like, we have a culture. The African people who live here do have a culture of not wanting to go out to watch things and all of those. So what ways have you tried to sensitize the people? How have you tried to reach out to people to pull them out of their shell to be part of this?
Well, I think a lot of people feel like I'll wait until the video comes out instead of going into a theater. I encourage you to come to this particular movie. Okay, there's other movies that are out there that are great, but we're going to start here. I can't talk about the past. I can only talk about what's happening now. It is so much better, okay, as a family, as a unit, that we come and support each other. And Ndolo and the Senator is a life learning experience. It's full of emotional ups and downs and life lessons that will really captivate anyone's heart. It really will. So come out, support this movie. Dunville Theater, AMC. That is a great movie theater. Plenty of room for everyone. Please come in.
6 p.m. So, what would you like to say to the people, Prexy?
Oh, people have always wondered why we team up only with Nigerians or we don't do a thing of our own. So for the naysayers or those who question, this is their time to come and see. I always say someone could come just out of curiosity or just to criticize or just for whatever the reason, come and see. You would leave satisfied. And also, people want to see their own. For example, there's also, we didn't mention the director, Gordon Che. He happens to be the director and the writer of the script. And
Excellent.
yeah, he's, they call it wordsmith. He's pretty good with his words. So if for nothing but entertainment or poetry, it's going to touch different senses, and it's something to expect and have a better appreciation of art from our own side of the world.
Okay, so
Right.
it's about us telling our own story, not people telling our story.
Exactly.
There you go.
I couldn't put it better.
All right, Prexy, I want to say a big thank you to you for popping in this morning on a very short notice. Appreciate you coming.
Shorter than short, indeed.
Very short. And of course, the Coping, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We look forward to seeing you guys
Thank you very
again
much.
and have a very wonderful premiere this evening. Don't forget the 6 p.m.
6
and
p.m.
it's at the AMC Theater at Dunville and Westheimer. So you go there, watch Ndolo and the Senator. That's it. All right, I'll take another quick break and I'll be right back with you. We have something called What's Trending Houston. We'll be back on that.
Come on, everybody. Come on, come on, come on, come on, somebody. Come on. We give you glory. Come on. We give you honor. Come on. We give you praise. Come on. For your mighty word. I can't hear you, Houston. We give you glory. Come on. We give you honor. Hey. We give you praise. For your miracles. I say, Father, miracles have done it. I give you glory. Say, Father, miracles have done it. Come on, somebody. I give you glory. Father, miracles have done it. I give you glory. Say, Father, miracles have done it. Come on, somebody. I give you glory. Father, miracles have done it. I give you glory, yeah. Come on, everybody. I say, Father, miracles have done it. I give you glory, say. Everybody, I say, you have changed my story. Oh, oh, oh. From glory to glory. I can't hear you. You have changed my story. Oh, oh. Come on. I say, from glory to glory. Oh, oh, oh. We go back. Come on, everybody, come on. I want to see your dance for Lord. Come on. Let somebody say, yeah. I say, you have changed my story. Oh, oh. Come on. I give you glory. From glory to glory. Oh, oh, oh. I give you glory. You have changed my story. Oh, oh. I give you glory. We give you glory. We give you honor. Come on, come on. We give you praise. Put those hands together. Come on. Houston. We give you glory. Come on. We give you honor. Hey. We give you praise. For your miracles. There we go. I say, Father, miracles you've done it. I give you glory. Yeah. Father, miracles you've done it. I give you glory. Father, miracles you've done it. I give you glory, Jesus. Everybody, I say, Father, miracles you've done it. I give you glory. Father, miracles you've done it. I say, Father, miracles you've done it. I give you glory, yeah. Now we go. Bring it up. You have changed my story. Oh, oh, oh. I give you glory. From glory to glory. Oh, oh, oh. I guess you have changed my story. Oh, oh, oh. Everybody, from glory to glory. Wave your hands. Come on. Come on. I say, he has changed your story. Are you sure tonight? From glory to glory. I say, he has changed your level. I say, from glory to glory. Now we go. He has turned my life around. He gave me peace and joy. I say, he has lifted me. He gave me victory. He has made a way for you. Come on, somebody. He has turned my life around. Everybody. He gave me peace and joy. He has lifted me. He gave me victory. Everybody. Break it down. I say, Father, miracles you've done. I give you glory, sir. Father, miracles you've done. I can't see you dancing. Father, miracles he has done. We give him glory. Yeah.
All right, you're welcome back to Dawn this morning. Of course, our guests are gone. So if you just tuned in, well, there's still a lot coming up. We still have a lot to serve, to dish out. And back on set with me, I have Prof. Patrick Omo-Sage.
No, we are the guests.
Hey, come on.
Yeah.
And I have Shola right here.
We're the guests.
Isn't she looking radiant in blue, you know,
thank
all
you.
the, you know, tell me. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
season color, right?
I think so.
Okay, so we're back with our trending stories. And now, let's talk about what's happening, what's going on now. Houston, well, the music video you just saw, Dari David, want to say congratulations to him. He just got delivery of a, baby girl these past week. So want to say congratulations. Yes, that was what he put up on his Facebook page. It's a baby girl. That's the first child in the marriage, and we want to say congratulations to him. I hope my producer can still lay hands. Yes, that's a baby.
Oh, she's cute.
And you're seeing this right here for the first time. It's not on Facebook yet. It's not anywhere, okay? So that's him with the baby. Exclusive pictures. He sent it to us this morning. So congratulations to Dari David and his wonderful wife on the arrival of their baby girl. So this is what we call What's Trending Houston. So this is for you and it's by you. If you have stories for us, something happening around your community, we can't be everywhere. You just go on our Facebook page, give us the gist, and we'll follow up, all right? Just push the gist to us and we'll follow up. So that's on Dari David. And also, another very popular person here in Houston. For those of you, yes, who have been following him, the story this week is he has moved from the old location. He's been there for about 9 years. I'm talking about Segun Olale. Well, that's his real name, right? Hakeem Segun Olale, but he's called Segun Gili. Hasn't featured across CNN and everywhere. And it's one young man who's written Nigeria's name on the world, on the plate for the world, because this craft actually started. You know, it's traveling. It has traveled to so many places.
Yeah, I mean, I think I first heard about him. I think he went to LASU or something.
Yeah.
So I think I first heard about him many years ago. There was this guy in university that could tie the gele. I mean, which is, you know, it's actually a remarkable thing, because this is just not a field that you would think a guy would go into. But he, just not going into it, he's actually made it a business, and we find that a lot more people have actually copied his model, his business model of, you know, tying gele, you know. And obviously
and it has worked for him.
Yeah, because there's a demand for it. My wife cannot tie handkerchief.
That's one of your potential clients here, Segun Gili, his wife.
So, I mean, when you have this business out there, you know, there are a lot of people that just can't tie a good and solid gele.
And it's interesting that, you know, you have groups that actually get him and contract him that, oh, we're having an event, come tie for the group.
Yeah.
And, you know, and that's where he started from. But guess what? The gist is that he's moving from his 9896 location of Bissonnet Street to somewhere else. So that somewhere else, we don't know yet. He just tags it. He just tagged it, moving to the next level. So we wish Segun Gili all the best as he moves to the next level of his career. And this next story, well,